How's it going? So today we're going to just basically be doing a trading bot Q&A. It's going to be much more relaxed than our launching a bot every single day using AI. A little less structured, basically just going to be answering questions about trading bots. And if you have a question, feel free to leave it in the comments. Real quick, I'm going to go ahead and add Instagram to a live stream. But yeah, so just let's go ahead and jump into the first question, right? So someone said, I've tried learning trading before and got super overwhelmed. How is Arcade and what we're offering different? So we offer a complete and total roadmap of basically how to go from wherever you are, whether you're a beginner to an intermediate trader, all the way to an advanced trader. We take you from wherever you're at to an absolute expert at trading, right? And what that means, what it means to be an expert, right? We have a definition of it. You have an automated strategy that you built using Arcade, and it is making you money without your consent. Okay, like you are making money without your consent, right? You just literally turn it on, and boom, it makes money, right? And I wasn't going to share my screen at all, but I guess I will share my screen just so you know I'm not bullshitting you. Right? So we take people through what we call the bot launch intensive. And the bot launch intensive is super great, right? We literally create your trading profile. I'm gonna kind of quickly show you here. We create your trading profile, your trading, then we show you the trading success roadmap. We actually will sit with you and work with you one-on-one to build 2 bots. And then after that, we'll give you a 30-day action plan to move you further down the line of the trading roadmap. But here's the trading roadmap here, right? So we literally give you a step-by-step guide, a framework, if you will, right, to go ahead and get you to that expert level, right? So this is the beginners, this is the intermediate, this is the advanced, and we're going to take, no matter where you are, we know the exact next step to actually get you to expertise, right? And I'm not saying that, as someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. I personally have made, myself and my family combined, well over $1 million, like 1.4, $1.5 million as of today, at 26, in trading and investments. So basically, I'm using that same framework I use for myself to kind of, I'm going to show that, give that framework to you in a very step-by-step, clear way. And that's really how we are different, right? Because again, a lot of other trading, whether it be coaches or gurus or courses or whatever, right? They really don't have the technology that we have, not even close. Tyler, hello, my brother. Welcome to the stream. If you have any questions, guys, by the way, feel free to leave them. It's a very relaxed stream, different than the other streams that we typically do, where we launch bots together. I'm just answering questions today, right? So, but again, there's a lot of trading coaches, trading gurus, trading whatever, right, that kind of throw a bunch of shit at you, right, without any real like mental frameworks. And really what that leads to is a lot of overwhelm, right? And sure, some people are successful, right? They'll get some testimonials because, every once in a while they have, a couple of brilliant people come into their orbit, right? But really, we guarantee you to have a great success framework that leaves no, sort of guesses, right? Wyatt, what's up, dude? Again, guys, if you have any trading related questions, feel free to leave them in the chat, right? So again, that's the first question, right? The first question is, I've tried trading, I've tried learning it, right? But I got overwhelmed. How is this different? Hopefully I answered that for you guys, right? Now, second question is, I don't have a strategy yet. Can I still use Arcade? The answer to that question is absolutely yes, right? That's really where we come in most handy, right? So if you go back over here to our roadmap, right? Part of this, right? And if you don't know what strategies are, we also will teach you, because like there's in beginners, right? As a beginner, you don't even know what a strategy is, right? You just started trading. You may not even know what a stock is, right? So we cover everything, right? We cover all that beginning stuff. And then also the strategy section, right? Like if you don't know what a strategy is, we'll teach you what a strategy or indicator is, but then we'll also help you find basically infinite strategies. We teach you an infinite strategy glitch, right? So listen, if you have a strategy, then that means you're an intermediate trader and you can just move on to the next section. But if you don't have a strategy, then just simply, use Arcade to find a strategy. And if at any point in time you find your strategy doesn't work, That's what these red arrows are for. Just come back out. And again, we teach you an infinite strategy glitch that literally will put you in a position to constantly have new strategies to test until you find something that, meets your success requirements. Okay. So hopefully that helps, right? So that the second question is, I don't have a strategy yet. Can I still use Arcade? Yeah, absolutely. Still use Arcade. In fact, I think it's even more important to use Arcade if you don't have a strategy, right? Because we actually will teach you not only one strategy, but we'll teach you, basically give you access to infinite strategies that you have data about, and you can test, back test, paper trade, all that stuff in one place, right? If you're interested in learning more about Arcade, there's a link in the description here. You can go ahead and learn more. And if you want to work one-on-one with me to actually launch a custom trading bot, feel free to leave it in the comments, or again, click on the link below. And there'll be a link where you can actually work one-on-one with me to actually launch a custom trading bot for you guys, okay? So anyways, the next question is, this is the third question that we received, is how do I know if my strategy is any good before risking real money? This is such a huge question, right? How do you know before risking real money? I actually had and she'll probably watch this video, which is going to be awesome, but I had a client the other day. We were working one-on-one with her to launch a trading bot, and we were running these live back tests, right? And that's a hint, right? Back test, right? And she had a VWAP strategy, and she was waiting to test it, and we eventually got it to test, right, this back test, and it turns out it was losing money, right? It took like 5 million trades, huge trading fees, and it was losing money. And she was like, oh, I was counting on that one to work. Interesting, right? What that means is back testing saved her, right? Because she was willing to actually put real money behind her, her strategy, right? She would have put real money to test that VWAP strategy. And instead of wasting time and money using her hard-earned cash to see if it worked, she literally just back tested it. And in about a minute or so, right, with our software, basically she had her answer. Does this work, right? Does this work? And so that's really the answer to the question, right? How do I know, how do I know if my strategy is any good without risking any money? That's why we have this test your trading, right? So there's no right way to conduct due diligence, right? There's no right way to conduct due diligence, but two things that we offer on our platform to kind of give you an advantage is back testing, right? Which basically shows you how that strategy would have performed in the past, historically. And number two, paper trading, where you could test it on real money, and it will actually trade in real time for you, these trading bots, right? So, and it does this automatically, right? So that's a thing that you could do before you risk any real money. And there's another little secret sauce thing here. And again, every single thing here is like videos. So when you join, you sign up, and we go through an intensive with you guys. My customers have access to this stuff. These are video links, right? And we walk you through this in person, like live. But if they want, to keep the resources and actually learn more and go deeper, then you just click on these links, and they click on them and basically have access to all the information, right? So anyways, hopefully that answers that next question for you guys, right? Which is, how do I know if my strategy is any good before risking real money? There's 3 things that we offer on our platform to actually help you understand the risk associated with your strategy. And so hopefully that helps out there. Again, if you have any questions, you want to work one-on-one with me to actually launch your trading bot. I've launched thousands in my lifetime over the past few years, along with my engineer, right? And now we have a AI software that we work on together. So very familiar, right? So if you want to work on one, just let me know. So next one is, do I need to code to use Arcade? That's the next question that we received today for this little, trading bot Q&A, okay? And so to answer that question, I guess I'll just show you Arcade, right? So we log into Arcade here. And so the question is, do I need to know how to code to use Arcade? The answer to that is absolutely not. You can just literally type your strategy right here in plain English, right? So like, please buy when XYZ, please sell when ABC, right? And again, there's obviously spelling errors here and whatnot, but you get the point. You just literally type your strategy in English. You do not need to know how to code at all. And literally this thing will launch a trading bot for you. and it will look just like this, right? I'm showing you the one that actually is like my best performing one, but you can see the performance here. We made about 18,000 bucks. So again, we have this strategy, and I made this just by speaking English, right? I did not know how to code, or I did not need to know how to code at all. Literally, this platform does everything for you without needing to know any software engineering skills at all. Okay, you type in English, it works very similar to ChatGPT or like Claude or Anthropic, anything like that. So absolutely not. You do not need to know how to code to launch a custom trading bot. If you are interested in learning more and you need like kind of a guidance, right, like one-on-one, again, we can work one-on-one together. That's what I do for a lot of my clients. So anyways, what exactly does Arcade automate? That's the next question that we have to answer here. So what Arcade automates, right, is literally trading, okay, as a whole, right? So in trading, if you're familiar, maybe you're not, right? There's entry and exit requirements, okay? Where like, let's say that you have a rule. When this happens and this happens, buy. When this happens and this happens, sell, right? And then ideally, when you buy and sell, you're making money, right? Like that is the whole goal of trading, right? Is to make money. Arcade automates that. Arcade automates the rules to buy and sell, and it will trade for you, right? This is not signals. This is not, advice, right? This is simply your rules, your trading rules, right? To know when to buy and when to sell, to make a profit. It just is totally automated, okay? It will also help you with research. Like I mentioned earlier, if you don't have a trading strategy and you want to learn how to trade, right? Or you want to learn a trading strategy, you could find a trading strategy on our platform, okay? So that being said, what exactly does Arcade automate? It literally is the number one, one-stop shop, best place to actually automate your entire portfolio on the market right now, basically. So next question is Arcade a signal service or a copy trading platform? Absolutely not. We are not a signal service or a copy trading platform. You build your own bots, right? And it's always your logic. Everything is proprietary. Everything kind of belongs to you. In terms of your IP and your strategy, your rules of trading, everything is yours. Okay. We are just simply a software that helps you automate your trading. Okay. So this is not a signal service. We're not going to email you. We're not going to Discord you about, when to buy or when to sell. This is simply a software that will actually trade for you with your custom rules. Okay. So next question is, can you tell me what to trade or how much to risk? Okay, so I get this a lot. People want us to give them financial advice. We are not financial advisors, not even close. Okay, we're not licensed by the government, nor do we have any like near-term plans, short-term plans to get licensed by the government to give financial advice. So we can't tell you how much to risk. We can't tell you what stock to pick. We can't tell you anything. We can't tell you what to do at all, right? All we do is provide education and resources to help you automate your trades, to help you increase your knowledge and skills when it comes to trading, okay? So I cannot tell you what to buy, when to buy. I can't do any of that stuff, nor do you want me to, right? If I told you what to buy and when to buy, basically we would end up doing the exact same thing. And then taken to infinity, that leads to slippage and stuff like this, right? So we want you to think for yourself. We want to help you think for yourself. And that's really why we exist, right? We want you to be a trader that basically is self-sufficient, right? So next question, it kind of is similar to the previous one, is do you guarantee profits or specific returns? Absolutely not, right? It's crazy. So a lot of people want absurd returns and they won't spend $1 unless, they're making, 5% a day or something like that, right? And you'll have moments where you're making, an insane amount of money per day, right? But the nature of stock market, the nature of investing, the nature of any of this stuff is there is a certain level of volatility, right? And you'll never know what tomorrow will bring, right? There's actually Inside the Intelligent Investor, which is basically everyone's favorite book about investing, right? Everyone that is anyone, their favorite book about investing is The Intelligent Investor. There's a chapter in there that talks about Mr. Market, right? And Mr. Market is this crazy lunatic that kind of comes knocking at your door every single day, bringing you new offers, right? Someday Some days he's, really, really excited. Oh my God. And this guy is a bipolar lunatic, right? So he's coming to your door one day. Oh my God, buy this, buy this. And it's the worst deal you've ever seen in your life, right? It's, he's trying to sell you, he's trying to sell you $1 for $5, right? It's a horrible deal. Never take it. It's atrocious, right? But then the next day he comes knocking, and then all of a sudden he's trying to sell you $1 for 25 cents, right? Or 20 cents or 5 cents or whatever, right? These are the deals that we want to find, right? That is how you trade. That is how you invest, by finding these deals and true value, right? You cannot guarantee whether the market is, or the Mr. Market is going to come knocking at your door and he's going to be happy, or if he's going to be sad. You can't guarantee what the next few minutes will bring, right? So we, as a company who provides, trading automation, right, technology for retail traders, we cannot guarantee any outcome at all, right? All we are is a tool to help you learn and to help you automate your trades, okay? So anyways, next couple questions are about the bot launch intensive. So we, again, as I mentioned, we literally will work with people one-on-one to launch their trading bot, right? So I'll share this tab here. This is our bot launch intensive sort of roadmap, right? So we basically learn about you. We create your trading profile. We give you a trading success roadmap that looks like this here, right? That gives you a total complete framework of how to go from beginner to intermediate to advanced to absolute expertise, right? As a trader, right? As a retail trader. And so to do that, right, we actually give you access to this platform, which will allow you to find trading strategies, right? Will allow you to automate your trading, will allow you to backtest your trading, will allow you to paper trade automatically, do all of this, right? And then also monitor all your analytics, right? So you have everything here to absolutely be a total complete expert, right? And so again, who is this for? Who is the bot launch intensive for, right? This step-by-step, again, we literally work with you one-on-one, and it will work with you hands-on to go down the roadmap, right? Go down this roadmap to beginner to expert. And so again, who is this for? It's for beginner traders. It's for intermediate traders. It's for advanced traders. Unless you are a fully automated trader, right, who is making money hand over fist and achieving all their financial goals, we have value to provide to you, right? Whether that be in learning the basics, whether that be in testing your trading before you risk real money, or once you have already tested your trading and you know it works, actually automating it. So it's basically just a money printer for you, right? It's an ATM machine basically, right? So who is it for? It's for beginners. It's for intermediates. It's for advanced traders. No matter what, it's for people who are taking trading incredibly seriously and really want to make a success out of trading, okay? So that's who we are for, okay? Now, next question is, what do we actually do in the intensive? So it's very similar to the last question, actually, right? Is we literally will go through this checklist step by step by step by step by step, right? And by the end of it, right, you will have an incredibly clear idea, right, of how to go from wherever you are right now on the roadmap to absolute expertise, and how to use this AI-powered platform, this AI-powered bot launching platform to do that, right? We will take you from wherever you are to wherever you want to go, right? Your expert level trading, if you will, using an AI that is designed for this, okay? So that is what we do on the intensive. It's about 2 to 3 hours long, depending on, kind of what you need and your level, right? And so it's really, really a powerful program, and we've heard a lot of insanely positive things about it, right? So in fact, we actually had a girl named, again, Padma. We just got done with her, so it's a lot of it is fresh in my mind. She was like, oh my God, right? I spent all this money. Did I waste it? She was worried, and she, we were like halfway through, and she was like, man, I'm really happy that I did this. I'm like really, really happy that I work with you and we did this, right? So, because again, it just allows us to get on the same page and give a really clear picture of exactly where you're at in your trading journey, and kind of help you paint a clear picture of how to get to where you want to go, right? So anyways, what do you get after the intensive, right? So let's say you're done with the intensive. So after the intensive, right, really we're not done, right? We give you a 30-day action plan, right? You actually get to keep all of these things as resources. We're going to have a live Q&A, but in 30 days, we schedule a follow-up meeting, and we expect to see you having more success and making inches, right? Or inching closer to basically expertise, right? And being an absolute expert about how to launch trading bots, how to test them, all this stuff, right? And you get obviously access to our software as well, right? So that's really what you get in terms of the bot launch intensive. And really, again, what you get is two experts. You have myself and then my engineer, who have been doing this for years, guiding you and giving you the exact framework that I use to make millions of dollars in trading for myself and my family. And then also, providing you where I think my expertise even more in trading is probably, again, in technology and business, right? So we give you access to our AI trading platform, and that's it's a thing that hard to even put a price on, right? Before we made this AI powered platform, we were launching bots individually for people, right? And it was, we would charge them $25,000, $100,000 for a single trading bot. This trading platform, right? Arcade, you launch infinite bots, right? Using the power of AI. So it's insane, honestly. So again, if you want to work one-on-one and I can show you how to actually build infinite trading bots, just leave a comment below and we'll be sure to, help you out there. So next question that we got is, what happens if Arcade goes down and my bot breaks? So we have a really basically 99% uptime. Your bot will not break, for any, this is a rare issue, right? They might pause, right? But again, we'll notify you as quickly as possible. But we ultimately do prioritize stability. Again, but still, I think, a solid recommendation is monitor your trading and, just be responsible about, kind of what you can control. But broadly speaking, I mean, we've never experienced any outages or anything like that. And we have internal mechanisms to notify us if anything kind of goes rogue, right? So there's that, right? Now, that being said, there's the next question is, how do I keep getting better after my first bot? Yeah, I mean, listen, it's so critical in terms of how do I keep getting better at trading? So really it goes, see these red lines here, right? Every single time that you move down this path, you have to assess whether you're, achieving your goals or not, right? If at any point in time you feel like you're not achieving your goals or you don't understand something, go back to your strategy, right? How do you get better? Have the best possible strategy in the world, right? Think about the most successful traders of all time. They had perfect rules, right? They knew exactly when to buy and exactly when to sell. And they probably failed, right? They probably failed. They probably followed this journey and they failed and they had to go back to the drawing board. What is a good strategy? And then they kept on going. And eventually, boom, you make a trade and you basically, like for Soros, right? George Soros, he bankrupted almost nearly the entire, British economy off of one trade because his strategy was amazing, right? So again, it's just about nailing that strategy and just crushing it in that regard, right? And again, I wanted to kind of show you this, right? That this loop right here, right? These red lines, that's kind of what I'm referencing, right? So just nail the strategy. People fail all the time up here and they just have to go back to the drawing board. Again, this is why it's really just for serious traders. Because again, it's something that requires a little bit of dedication for sure. So guys, again, those were the 14, 15 questions that we had for today's sort of session in terms of the Q&A. If you have any other questions or you want to work with me one-on-one where I can actually guide you to the promised land, right? To be able to actually learn the skill of how to launch these trading bots, right? Basically hold your hand all the way through from beginning to end. Feel free to leave it in the comments or click the link down below and we'll see you on the other side. Okay. Peace. And again, if you know any traders, right? One thing that I'll ask, there's actually two other things, right? Subscribe, follow, so we can go ahead and continue keeping you updated. If you like content, like trading content and AI and technology and kind of being on the cutting edge of this kind of stuff, feel free to follow, subscribe. There's gonna be a lot more. And that being said, if you think this is worthwhile, or you know someone who would think it's worthwhile, right, share this video with that person, right? If it can be helpful or, interesting or whatever it is, right, to another person, feel free to share that, because we are totally self-financed. We're not venture-backed. It's literally, a very small team putting this amazing technology and amazing frameworks out there for you guys. So again, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments, share this video with friends, and I will see you tomorrow, God willing. Bye.